I wanted to go back to what I was saying before, which was that the French people were not looking for the kind of content I was doing, which was a kind of a entrepreneurship, SaaS building. I wanted to tell you a little story that happened to me in order for you to understand why I was saying that French people were not looking for my kind of content. So basically, one day I was looking for a book, which was a Steve Jobs biography. I wanted to read it. And so I went to a bookstore to buy that book, and I went there, I was searching for the book, I didn't find it, okay? I was looking in the shelves, in the right sections, I didn't find it. So I went and I asked a guy who was working there. The guy was in his 40s, I think. So I went to that guy and I asked him, excuse me, where can I find biographies? He told me what kind of biography, because there is no biography section. I was like entrepreneurship biographies, biographies of entrepreneurs. And the first thing he said to me, it's crazy, and I think it's just a good summary of the French mindset about entrepreneurship. The first thing he said to me was, oh, the people who make money without working. That was the first thing he said to me. That was the first thing he told me. Like, entrepreneurs. So for him, in his mind, entrepreneurs were people who made a shit ton of money without doing anything. And at that moment, I was like, what? This is a crazy mindset to have. This is a crazy thing to say. And I replied, no, not that kind of entrepreneurs. I'm looking for Steve Jobs, Phil Knight, and everything. And he didn't say anything. And that illustrates the French mindset perfectly. French people don't really like entrepreneurs. I don't know why. They don't really give them value. They don't see them as useful people. I don't know. They don't, like, for them, entrepreneurs are just people who don't do nothing, who scam other people and who make money on their backs, which is crazy because that is not true. And when you are in France and you tell people that you are an entrepreneur or that you are working on your own company or anything, they look at you like a crazy dude. Like, honestly, they look at you weird. They're like, okay, bro. That's crazy. And that's why I think it's useless to make that kind of content for this audience. I think it doesn't work. I think it's not what they are looking for. And I have a lot of proofs of that. I have seen countless people make a lot of views on social media by saying crazy things, like setting themselves crazy goals, like I'm gonna do 1 million euros in 1 year with my business. But that guy never did anything in his life, And these kind of people get a lot of views. French audience like these things. But when you show the true thing, when you don't set yourself crazy goals, when you're like, okay, I'm gonna work on my business, I'm gonna document everything, people don't want to see that. They want to see crazy goals, they want to see fake things, but the true things, the real things, they don't want to see it. It's crazy. The real process, they don't want to see it. And these people they follow, at some point, they just fail because the goal is too crazy. The goal is fake. The goal is just for social media. It's for making, it's just to make a lot of views. And at the end of the day, they just end up deceived. And so that builds that kind of mindset towards entrepreneurs. It's crazy for me. It's crazy to me, man.